Hey guys, so today I wasn't even actually firstly planning to do a video on this channel, and so if you guys don't see me uploading on this channel frequently, which has already been like that, like I used to upload every day, now it's like 3 times a week, if even that. I think I've only uploaded now, if you count today's videos, like twice or 3 times this week. Like it's not something, yeah, I guess 3 times a week. It's not something that's been like so successful for me. And that's unfortunate because I really love doing videos, and I know that my videos are helpful to others. All around the world, I have the ability to help people, and that's amazing to me, and I love having those opportunities to do that. And so I thank for you guys for sticking around. And I'm so thankful to have you guys on my channel who have subscribed, and even on my vlog channel, if you've subscribed to that one too. See, this is what I'm talking about today. I've had such a hard time speaking. At least it seems to be getting to that point. And apart from that, I have not been feeling mentally well enough to hardly even do my videos, and that may not be something that everyone can necessarily understand. I don't know. Some people do, some people don't. Either way, it's fine with me. I just really don't want people to think that I'm just being over dramatic or trying to get attention, or that I'm just not being honest with you guys about what I'm going through. I know some people can think those things of me, and it's happened in the past, and you know, it's just something that I want to make clear, that I'm not trying to do any of those things. You know, it's just something that I like being. I'm an open person, and I'm honest, and I love that about myself, and so many people admire that about me. So that's what I love doing for people. But anyways, I'm gonna get into the video now because I've been rambling for a little too long. At least I feel I have. Maybe it would have ended soon, but just in case, I'm going to just get into the video of how you can overcome negative thought patterns, negative thoughts, and emotions that do not serve you positively in your life, and even flashbacks as well. I do consider this a part of this lesson because I've faced flashbacks on my own as well, and I've also made separate videos if you guys are interested in that. I say that because it is important to acknowledge those things, right? And in the right ways, not like, you know, just fearing the thoughts or constantly dwelling on the thoughts. Like, it's important to just let it happen, right? And then it eventually starts to go away, because the thing is that what we do with our thoughts is we give them value. And when you give something value, even if it's not a positive thought and you don't think anything of it, like you're giving it value or anything, you are giving it value by letting it, you know, control you, by letting it control your emotions. You're saying, this is something that I need to feel. This is something that I cannot escape from. You know, that same thing when you say that you have to think certain things, or you have to feel certain things. You're destined for a certain fate, you know, or you're destined to be in a bad relationship or no relationship at all. You're destined to be alone, whatever. All of those toxic beliefs and thoughts, no matter what it is, even when we label ourselves with like depression or bipolar, it's like, yeah, those things do exist, and I'm not saying they don't, but I'm saying that the labels make them harder to overcome because we're cementing it down inside of us, saying this is who we are, this is what we have to deal with, this is something that is forced into our lifestyle, right? This is something that we cannot escape from. This is something that is physically, actually, chemically wrong with my brain, right? We say those things as the facts that they are as well, but the thing is that, born with it or not, a brain is trained to lack certain things, right? The more we think certain things and the more we reject certain things, our brain starts to adapt and personalize itself in ways that, for instance, if you're constantly thinking negative thoughts, or you worry a lot, or whatever it may be, any negative emotion, say for an example, and you're rejecting all the positive emotions, so you're feeling bad more than you're feeling good, you're going to start lacking some chemicals that are in your brain that are crucial to feeling happiness, right? So those are important things to acknowledge, is that your brain does shift with the choices of thought and emotion that you choose, right? And I know it's hard to believe that we do have choice and control over our thoughts and emotions and whatever. For the most part, emotions, little trickier, but still, we do have the choice to fight it or to choose to move on from it and accept it as part of our experience but not let it fully define us, or sit there and dwell on it for like a week or longer, even hours on end. It's just a toxic way of living and it's unhealthy, and that's why I'm making this video for you guys, because I've been there and I still do go through it sometimes. Like, there are still things that I am still working with. My anger, for instance, being one of those things, or depression on its own as well. You know, it's easier to use those terms and labels, but it's something that we do have to learn to transcend, is these labels that we all put on ourselves, that we need to feel validation for certain labels and whatever, because it's like, it's something that isn't going to be easily overcome as it is, and it's not going to be any easier to overcome the more we put the labels on ourselves. But the thing with negative thoughts and feelings and emotions and flashbacks and all of those negative things that show up in your head nonstop, so you just have to let it flow with inside of you. Do not fight it, and do not try and accept it overly as well, because if you stay neutral about it, because if you try to fight it, it's going to become stronger and stronger and stronger, and it's going to become more reoccurring, because you're not allowing it to fully even be there, so it's not allowing the access to even heal it, because you're not letting it flow through you whatsoever, in a sense that you can actually heal from those past experiences or whatever it may be for you, right? And same with if you overly accept it within you and as a part of you and try to be, because there are sometimes, like, if you're new to spirituality, you think, oh, I can't think negative thoughts ever, 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 but that's not true. If you are trying to be overly positive to the point that it seems fake to you and irrelevant and just not right or natural in any way, you don't have to do that either, because that's not healthier for you either to do that, because when you're doing that, you're overly allowing it to have control and validation in your life and in your thoughts. You're allowing it to have that space in your mind to the point that it's going to control you, and it's going to keep coming up and coming up and coming up, because in a way you're giving it that validation, like I talked about with the labels. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, because that just came into my head, and it's so important to recognize that fighting it or overly allowing something to dominate your thoughts, or something that is trying to dominate your thoughts, and you're not letting it fully even flow through your brain or at all, you're going to create that restriction. And when you create that restriction, it creates resistance. And when you create resistance, you're not facing what you need to fully face. It's just going to keep coming back and coming back and coming back until you just let it flow and let it go after that, right? It will fade away on its own the more you just let the thoughts and emotions, whatever, be there for a short amount of time, and eventually just, sit there and let yourself feel and think whatever. But after 5 or 10 minutes of that, even 20 minutes, sometimes I do 20 minutes personally, if it's something bigger that's making me feel even more hurt than most things do, for example, if it's something that makes you feel even worse, 20 minutes at the most, and even 20 minutes can lead to fully giving into those things, so I do not recommend that. But sometimes if you're good at self-control and allowing yourself to make those decisions, which usually I am, for example, then 20 minutes at the most, but I'd say 5 or 10 for sure. Let yourself feel and think those emotions and flashbacks, whatever. Let them happen. Just let them happen. And after that, let them go, and understand that it does not serve your energy. It does not serve your purpose. It does not serve your well-being and your highest good to hold on to what serves you. Accept that there was lessons and positivity within it, and try and find those things. And if you don't want to try, then just let it go and allow it to just be there as it chooses to be, and it will go away on its own. The more you understand that the energy that you truly are, which is light and love, and letting go of what isn't that, and that is just burdening you, making you feel horrible all the time, understanding that you do not want to think those things and you do not have to, that you do not want to feel those things and you do not have to, so those things will start to naturally fade away. But anyways, I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that it made sense for you, because my brain feels really cluttery right now, ain't gonna lie here. But if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And if you guys have any video recommendations or questions for me at all, be sure to let me know in the comments below this video.